I got on my special hat, John. I'm ready to go, man.
I see that. And on that note, only one team in the NFC South won today. And we all know who that was. So
Yeah.
let's talk about it, my friend. Let's talk about it on episode 58 of Out of Your Falcon Mind. Let's go. Falcons fans, welcome in. It is episode 58 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, Atlanta Falcons fan cast. And I'll be damned, dude, if this is not going to be probably the best one we've ever done. Because how about that team today?
How about them Falcons, man? Out of my Falcon mind, we went in. Hey, man, we dominated. Not only did we win, we dominated. It's the first game we dominated. Amazing performance by the boys. Let's go, Johnny Yates. I'm ready to go.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We are coming to you live here tonight, 8 o'clock, on the Variety Sports Network, where you can find us every week, typically after the game on Sunday, maybe on Monday. Then, of course, we do our preview shows on Thursday for the upcoming game. And, man, I know I didn't introduce you, but y'all already know. This is Mr. Mike Cottrell. This is my co-host, who's always with me, man.
You know who I am, man. I'm always with you in spirit and other things, Johnny Yates. I got on my special hat today, man. I rarely break this one out, but I broke it out because it's a special day. I'm feeling special. Man, the boys went in there and performed, shocked the world. We shook up the world, man. We shook up the world.
Nobody. I'm talking about like Strahan on the pre-games, like San Francisco by 10. Everybody on the morning show on NFL Network, San Francisco, San Francisco, San Francisco, San Francisco. So I mean, there was only us, man. We're the only ones that, and other people loyal to the team as the only ones that predicted to win. And I needed it, dude. I'm telling you, man. So the Braves got eliminated on Saturday.
Ouch.
Yep. I mean, just got their ass handed to them by the Phillies. I mean, we played like ass. Phillies played great. You know, they won. And then Bama, man, loses a insane game. I mean, like, I'm sure if you're not a fan of either one of those teams, what an amazing game to watch. I was fucking miserable. I was probably terrible to be around. And it was just there's a lot of things happened in that game, man, that I mean, I'm not going to even blame the refs because they made so many mistakes that I mean, they shouldn't even came down.
Or the players?
No, the play. No, dude. No. Bama, yeah, but we I don't even want to get into it, but we had chances to seal that game and made some just stupid plays. But anyway,
whatever grief you had, by all means, they ate it up.
Dude, it's all gone. Like Fleek texted me after the game. He's like, man, we're avenged because he's a Bama fan too. And I said, dude, I'm so happy, dude. Like, I don't even care about yesterday. Like, it is just it's over with because I mean, what we saw today, man. And I'm going to go ahead and toot my own horn, man. I called the touchdown by Pitts on the preview.
You did.
I said it's going to happen, and I also now I totally got this wrong, but I said Mariota's going for 303 tutties. Yeah, now, he didn't go for 300, but man, he played his ass off today.
He played excellent in the sick uniforms, man. Did you see the unis? Come on, man. Sickest in the league.
That's why we're both sporting the red today, man.
Yeah, I mean, we had amazing unis.
And I will say this hoodie, man, like normally I wear like this, this is a large, I'm not, you can't tell, but I mean, I'm 6'1", 205 pounds. This thing is like, I don't even know what, I mean, this thing could fit somebody that's 270 easy. Like, I don't even know what they messed up with this. It's a fantastic hoodie, but man, like, I don't know what happened with the size.
But you ordered the size you usually get and it came like that?
Yeah, normally large. I mean, maybe this is how it's supposed to be, but it's like a damn poncho or something, man. Like, it's just like
you got a fucking
poncho. But dude, man, like I said, I'm on top of the moon, man. Like, I just to see.
But hey, it's still sick though, Johnny. Hey, shit, you wear it around the house, buddy. I got on the hoodie. John got on the hoodie. Yep. We both got the hats. We fully decked out today.
Yeah, man, and I just to finally see, and I tweeted this out like after the game. I was like, "This is what we've been waiting on, man." And we'll get into the quarter breakdown here in a second. But like, just overall, we've been waiting. We've seen bits and pieces. We've seen quarters. We've seen halves, sparks here and there, but we've not seen a full 4 quarters put together until today. And yeah, there's still mistakes that were made, but I mean, dude, overall, how can you not be just ecstatic with what you saw from your offense, your defense coming in? I don't know. San Francisco was beat up. We talked about it on the preview show that they were going to be missing. Both ended up not playing. We're going to be, Armstead was out. I mean, that's but they said on the broadcast, man, those guys are deep. They just keep rotating guys in or out, and that's that's the strength, one of the strengths of their team. And I mean, dude, I'm just so happy, man.
Man, I'm so happy,
I
man.
haven't stopped smiling, dude. I have
Nah,
not.
man, it really was every aspect of football we outplayed them today. Every It seemed like every group put it together at once. The defense, the special teams, the offense. It seemed like everybody put it together. This was the first day you could honestly say everybody had it together. Big Pop is in here. What's going on, dog? Um, Kyle Pitts scored because of John. Confirm. See what? Hey,
I mean,
what we say on Out of Your Falcon Mind always comes true. You got to admit, we like 100, 400. But
yeah.
two players, the whole team played amazing. But I would say this: I just felt like Jalen Hawkins and Marcus Mariota. If y'all ever played Madden, you have categories where it might be like agility, speed, and awareness. It seemed like those two players, man, their awareness went up like to 100 today. Jalen Hawkins was everywhere doing everything, and Marcus Mariota looked aware more than anything. He knew where the receivers were. He knew where the running backs were. He knew where the offensive linemen were. He knew where the defense was. He looked lucid. He looked aware. Like he looked like he knew what was going on, man. I was impressed by those two, especially, but the whole team played amazing. Man, I'm on such a high, man. Man, I don't even know what to do. Like I'm thinking what drug I should take, but I don't want to do it too much. That's all it
because
is. I
you're
feel so
already high.
amazing right now.
You're already high,
Yeah.
and I mean, same sentiments, man. Like I thought, so when I watch the games, I know you take note. We both take notes during the game. So I have like an overall thoughts kind of page, and then I have like I break down the quarters and how different plays and whatnot. So my overall thoughts, because I mean today it just seemed like it fit. I thought Smith called a hell of a game. Number
Yes.
one,
Yes, he
offensively,
did.
I thought Pease made the adjustments he needed to make at halftime. On the defense, because I mean, I don't care, dude. I don't care if Jimmy G is the guy out the quarterback or not. That's a pretty good offense, and you got Debo Samuel and Ayuk and Kittle and Jeff Wilson,
Jimmy
and
played pretty good today too.
he did, and to hold him to 14
Yep.
points, I mean, damn. I mean, that this defense swarming and will fucking hit you, dude. Like it. I mean, this to see that aggressiveness again on a week by week basis, and
Yep.
it just coming through again. Huntley is a machine.
Yeah.
I mean, and credit to Tyler too, but man, Huntley, like he just goes forward, like he doesn't
Yeah.
go backwards at all. And then he'll take
Man,
a
we
hit,
gotta
pop right back up, just chill right back to the huddle. I'm ready to go again. Let's go.
man,
And
the main knock on it was two knocks on the Falcons that I hear when I travel with, because there's very few Falcon fans when you outside of Georgia. We don't travel well, as far as I can see, right? And when you talk to people, the two knocks I heard on the team was always that we know how to blow a lead. We always win and we lose, and that we were soft. And dare I say that we don't give up leads now, and we are not soft. We got a tough team. I mean, the running backs, the defense, man. Those running backs, they ran tough off all day. Our offensive line was bullying them. The running offensive line was dominating. They was bullying. That's the first time you've seen them bully. They've played well,
yep.
but that's the first time you've seen them bully the other team. That offensive line, when we run the ball, they bully the other team, and our running backs bully. Like you said, they go forward. That shit was amazing, man. I feel so good, man. It just that to watch my team do that, man. And I'm gonna tell you this: I love Matt Ryan. Shout out to him; he played excellent today. But having a mobile quarterback when it's 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 15, and my quarterback could take off and go get that dog, that's a new dimension. Like, damn, I love you, Matt, but damn, that didn't. Dare I say, Marcus Mariota, I would have preferred right there. Because that's a whole new dimension that we not used to in Atlanta. Like, damn, we got a first down off somebody's legs when everybody was covered. It was just amazing. I couldn't say enough, man. This podcast could be 7 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead
Really good.
because I'm so amazed, man. Go ahead, y'all.
It really
I
could,
love it,
man.
man.
No, yeah, I mean, the other notes I wrote down was, I mean, for Anderson getting his first start, I
Yep,
mean, a few mistakes here and there, but
yep,
played really well. Special teams was, dude. I said, I tweeted this out too. I said Avery's going to break one this year, dude.
yep.
He's going to break one back for a punt return for a touchdown because I
He
mean,
he be
he's
that close every time.
yeah. But overall, special teams was great, punting game included when we had to. You know, before the end of the fourth quarter, like, you know, where was Debo? I mean, he was
Mm-hmm.
fairly, you know, non-existent for the most part, which was
Yeah.
great. And then just a complete game, and you know, the defense allowed 14, like we said. I mean, that was just my overall thoughts on it. And then, I mean, dude, I mean, just to see the confidence in Mariota, like, do you have,
Mm-hmm.
and like you've seen it kind of growing throughout the weeks, you know, and like I thought last week, up till now, last week was probably his best game that he played, even though, you know, we lost. I thought he played
Mm-hmm.
pretty well. Um, Man, he just, I mean, bypassed everything this week. I mean, just a fantastic performance.
I thought he didn't try to do too much. He wasn't trying
Hmm.
to. I think they said it during the game. Like he looked like he was content with, like, man, I'm gonna complete the ball. I'm gonna complete a pass. See, solid game all the way around. Thanks, Anwar.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
right. He looked like he was content with, like, man, let me complete the pass. Like because I was looking and it seemed like every time they showed the stat, it was like 7 for 7, 9 for 9,
Yeah, yeah.
11 for 11. I was
It
like,
did,
what is happening?
he
Like
didn't have
I
a.
tweeted, am I in the upside down? Like it was weird. I was like, damn, he balling out.
I saw that. Yeah, I mean, and I didn't. I didn't want to like say anything. Like, I didn't want to text you, and like it seems like anytime we text each other in the game about something, like we
Yeah.
jinx it.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to say anything. I just kind of kept quiet. Was like, man, this dude's playing good. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
this is going well. You know, and to like I said, see the defense respond like they did. I mean, it was great. I mean, and you know what? And Merritt even commented it in the post game presser for himself. He said, you know, he was like, that was for him. He got benched 3 years ago this week, and like that was in his head today.
Oh, okay.
And
He
you
showed
know,
off then.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like, you know, and they ask him about, you know, like what, you know, did that come up today in your thought process? He said, yeah, it kind of did because, you know, and they talked to him about why he wanted to come back with Arthur. Was it to kind of prove that he could do it? And he said, yeah, that's part of it. Like, yeah, you know, like he felt like he needed to prove that he could, you know, do well in this offense, and that
Mm-hmm.
he grew a lot in the last 2 years being a backup to Carr. He realized he wasn't good enough in Tennessee, and he had to kind of reset, you know. And he said it last week. He said, you know, not playing in 2 years, you're going to be a little rusty. It's going to take me a
Yeah.
little time to get in, you know, get back in the
Little.
swing of swing of things.
Ooh.
But I mean, dude, I give him all the props
Yeah.
in the world because you know what, we talked about it all year. You know, we said, you know, he's going to shorten his time on his own. You know,
Mm-hmm.
right? As far as going and getting to Ritter, dude, you play like this, I don't want to see Ritter.
Yeah.
I
Same
mean,
here.
you keep playing like, I mean, this is
Yeah.
this. I want to see our team win games. If that's how this is going to happen,
Because
all right, we'll see Ritter next year. I mean,
and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he is a dynamic runner. That boy can get, man. He can scoot. Like he is one of the best runners. Carrie, what's going on? She said,
up
what's up,
Carrie,
y'all? We got the dub. No one can bring. That's what I'm talking about, girl. I don't know,
no
man. I
one,
might jump off the roof
nobody.
tonight. Like, no, I'm saying like he's a dynamic runner. That boy run excellent. So now, if all we need you to do is complete a 7 yard, a 12 yard, a 4 yard, when he can combine running with completing the short passes, it seems like it's nothing we can't do.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't bless you. He didn't have a miss
See,
until the
I'm
fourth.
allergic to winning. I'm allergic to winning like this. I'm allergic to dominating. See, if I
He,
ever sneezed on the podcast, I
I
love
don't
this
think you
shit.
have. That's great. But no, yeah, he didn't have a miss till the fourth quarter. You know, and it
Yeah,
was the
see
one
what
he
I'm saying?
missed London at his feet, and they even said it on the broadcast. He said, you know, his feet were together. He wasn't set. He just kind of short armed it
Mhm.
a little bit, and that was the first, you know, the first one. Everything else was sharp, man. So, and just getting into the quarter breakdown. First quarter, man, Oz continues to be that reliable guy every week, man. Finding those
Who?
soft spots in the zone. Oz, the Zacchaeus
Oh yeah,
Lamade.
yeah, man. Just
I mean,
I was just about, man. Every week, I keep telling y'all, man. He is the whatever in your life is just reliable every day. Them old pair of boxers, them sweatpants you wear before you go to sleep. Like he is that, man. That boy do not drop the ball. He make a big play every week.
every week. I mean, and it's you know, it's always kind of quiet, you know. I mean,
Yep.
which is great. I mean, that's what you want.
Mhm.
And so Huntley, man, again, well, I already said it. That was one of my
Mhm.
that was one of my notes I wrote down about just the overall game. He just kept driving forward in that first drive. Mariota was looking sharp, and then we get the score to Pruitt, who was just activated yesterday, off the practice squad, and then 3 and out on the first drive for San Francisco. Man, Landman with the big pressure, and then we had the second drive wasn't great. Pitts had a false start, followed by Dahlman blocking the back, which was questionable at best. And then we had 2nd and 25. We ran the ball, which I know you don't want to turn it over and whatever. I mean, I still probably would have been aggressive myself, but I'm not a coach. But I probably would have, probably tried to get a chunk there, then a chunk again on third. Yeah. But it's fine. We punted, and then 3rd and short on the next drive for San Francisco, fumble, and then AJ scoops it, takes it to the end zone. Damn near could have been a disaster, because if, like you said, Hawkins' awareness, man, if he wasn't on the play to recover that ball, that could have been a touchback real easy the other way. But man, he was on top of it, 14-0, and I didn't even know what to say. I was just laughing. I was so happy.
Man, what a play! That was 3 Falcons combined to make that play, and it was an awesome play. And again, I agree. As long as Marcus Mariota keeps playing like this and the run is working, sky's the limit. And why? You ain't lying, man. The sky's the limit. Man, we already shitted on the people that said, what did they say? 2 games?
2 wins, baby.
Now, already wins. Shut up. Now, we early in the season. I told y'all, put that shit up.
Hey, 2 wins and the worst roster in the league. Yeah. That's what we were told. And before we even get on to the second quarter, I saw a comment on Twitter from a San Francisco fan that said it was showing the Falcons celebrating, which, by the way, if y'all haven't seen Arthur Smith in the O-line cracking a beer after the game back there, I don't know. I looked like they were in like the Mercedes-Benz Club or something, or I don't even know. The guy commented that, man, looked like y'all celebrate like you won a Super Bowl. And no, that's not what it is. What it is we were told that we had the worst roster in the league. We were told we were going to get 2 wins.
Yeah.
Well, while we're celebrating this much is because we've seen a young team started last year with Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot building on this. We saw them struggle last year, but streak out, get 7 wins, which he probably shouldn't have got, And then this year, he's able to really, really, really get his fingerprints on this offense. Let these defensive guys settle in. Let these new rooks come in and take their lumps, which, by the way, AK-47, his first start today, looked great. He's going to be a force. So for the true fans that have been following the team and stick with the team, that's why we're so damn happy, because we saw it all come together in one game against the 49ers, against a team that's going to be fighting, or should be, they thought were going to be fighting for a playoff, maybe even Super Bowl spot at the end of the season. So, dude, it's not like we won a Super Bowl, but we're just damn proud of our team, because they're all young and new to the system, and to see them perform like that and put it all together, man, it's just
and it's the energy. Shout out to all the Falcon fans, man. I always think like this. I don't live in no other city, so I can't say definitively, but to me, the Falcon fans are the best fans in the world, because we don't win. Man, you have no reason to be a Falcon fan, dog. We don't have no Super Bowls. We rarely go far in the playoffs. Like, you have no reason to be. So you got to be a real fan, and we got real fans. So yeah, we excited, because when all y'all say we supposed to lose and we go somewhere and kick your ass, yeah, we excited. And all those other games, we rumble good teams. Yeah, we rumble good teams and we beat good teams. So y'all can't even say that we played well every game of the season. And if you're watching, you can see building, like John said, you can see them building on shit. So it get better and better. And when you see your young players, it's like watching your kid walk. Like, damn, they learn something. Damn, it's like watching them ride a bike. You get excited. And the reason why that coach cracking a bid, because that's a man's man. He came in here, man, that's what you want from your coach. Like, man, let's go in there and get it. And when they all put it together, celebrate with him like a man. And to me, he made a man, because they play like men. We never had no dominant offensive line bullying off the line. That was way long time ago. You know what I mean? We never had no big physical tough receivers. Some of them blocks, Kyle Pitts and Drake London throwing. Come on, man. They like offensive linemen. Come on. So, and the defense, don't tell me my defense ain't it. Don't tell, man, Grady Jarrett, don't tell me my defense ain't it. So, like, man, they thought that 49 offense was going to run over us. We dominated. I was just bragging on Jeff Wilson. We
Yeah.
dominated Jeff Wilson ass.
And we haven't got to the fourth quarter yet. But look, our top two corners go down.
Yep.
Did you notice?
Nah.
Darren Hall played fantastic.
That was really the next
mean,
man up thing. That
It
was
really
really
was.
it.
It just shows you how well that they coach in that system.
Yep.
I mean, it's like I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna have more talented guys, but if you know where you're supposed to be in that system,
I tell you this is coaching. As much as y'all want to get the players the props and somebody doing this, somebody doing that, this is mostly coaching. If y'all can't, that man, me and John said we couldn't judge it last year because you didn't really get to cook with your groceries. So I can't, when you stuck with somebody else shit, I can't really judge you fully. Now this year, you didn't even really get to get all your groceries. They kind of told you get some snacks and you look this good. Now you get groceries next year. I can only imagine what a coaching effort. He's improving every week.
Oh yeah. So Anwar said, I think cracking a beer like that after the game will go a long way from 100%, man.
Thanks, a man's man. He your man's. He not only your coach, but he your man's at the same time. You wanna play harder for somebody like that. I'm gonna tell you, man, that's gonna go viral.
Oh yeah, it already probably has. Yeah, I mean, and that just goes to show you. I mean, like he's a hard ass. The players already know that. They know that for them to be on the field, they have to put 100% effort into it because he's made that abundantly clear since day one. He didn't give a damn who you were, who your salary, what your salary was, how long you've been here. None of that shit mattered to him.
He said no entitlement.
Exactly. He said how much effort you put on the field in practice, and then in the game, that's what's going to determine how much you play. Yep. And then to have that reward after the game like that, man, that's fantastic. All right, so back second quarter.
Damn, we won. Hey, y'all, we kicked their ass. I'm sorry. Come on, man. We dominated. I can't believe, man. Come on, man. We went in there and dominated, man. We get better every fucking week. Come on, man. I'm telling you, if we keep it together, like 90% of this, it's a force. Man, we scoring 28. We wasn't scoring like this with Matt Ryan. We wasn't scoring no 28 points like per go out, man. Like this shit looking good, man.
Well, dude, look, Marcus.
Man, I don't even want to give Marcus. I'm scared. I'm so scared, man.
Marcus said it after the game, man. He said, if we can run the ball like this and complete those passes, like when it opens up for him, look, it's going to open up if you run the ball like that because there's no way the defense cannot. They have to prepare for the run. They can't let you just sit there and gash him all game long, right? So he's got to make those completions, which he did today.
He made them.
The receivers have to get open. They did that today. Like Drake London making contested catches left and right. Like that's what he was good at in college. That's what he's good at now. So I mean, like Anwar said earlier, man, sky's the limit, dude. If they play like that, I mean, it's exciting. So second quarter, that's when San Francisco kind of started to get their offensive game going, and they drove down pretty easily on us actually there in that next drive, and they scored bubble screen to Ayuk. That's the guy I mentioned in the preview I was kind of worried about outside of Debo because he's been pretty electric.
He was a problem.
Yeah, he was. Then two Huntley yards. Our next drive, two Huntley runs for 3 yards, basically. 3rd and 7. Mariota got sacked, and he did have. I watched that back. It looked like Pitts was open in the flat, but he just didn't see him. I don't think he didn't have time to see him. It was just that was one of the
forgiven.
Yeah, that was one of the few times that the line just collapsed. Really, I think that was when 94 went around McGarry like he was standing still. He just had to swipe him and just speed run when he sped right around him. But then so on that big punt return they had, man, and Troy saved probably a touchdown.
How did you catch the kick returner, man? Troy's something else, man. Troy's a superhero.
Man. He's a special
superhero,
athlete.
Man. I think Troy's something else.
Yeah, he might have definitely saved a touchdown there.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then Ayuk scored right not too long after that. Second TD, he kind of cooked AJ on that. Faked inside, went back outside.
He got caught looking in the backfield.
And that was that, 14-14. And then we get the ball back. Mariota had a huge run for first. I think it was like a 23-yard run to get a big first down. And then Drake, the big catch. And then Mariota ran it in with a keep. Well, it was an option, but he ran it in, kept it himself, which was huge to score by going into half, getting up. Because, San Francisco getting the ball, coming back out. Second half, you didn't want to go in tied. And I didn't want to settle for a field goal either. I wanted to get that 7.
Yep.
And we did. So Yeah, so we got that 7 going up 21-14. And then the third quarter started off, man. McLeod burned AJ, but he dropped the ball that hit him right in his hands. So, I mean, it was that was scary, but hey, it happens. But then at that same play, AJ went down with a hamstring, or we thought it was a hamstring. I think they said thigh hamstring. I'm not even sure what it
Man,
was.
that scared me to death.
Me too. The good note, I mean, I don't know if y'all saw it. Good news is after the game, he said he feels fine. It's fine. Like they were just being more cautious than anything. They didn't want to let him back. Let him back in. Red Machine, what's up, man? What's going on?
Me and Red Machine got 3 beers. Toasty. Cheers to you too, buddy. It's feeling good, man.
I love it. Absolutely.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Then we had let's see where we're at, third quarter. Yeah. So after that hamstring, man, Evans with the stop on third down. Then Marcus had a big 24-yard run when we got it back. Tyler and Huntley just kept moving down the field on people. And then our boy, number 8, as I called it, got himself in the end zone.
And did the dirty bird. Come on, man. When you do the dirty bird, man, they should give you 20 more fantasy points. When you do the dirty bird, it should get 20. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Just riling the team up. When I saw the dirty bird, I was more hyped than the touchdown.
Man, his first touchdown on U.S. soil, because last year's was in London, and his first and obviously his first one in the bin. So like that was awesome.
The crowd went crazy.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. And so you have him in fantasy, don't you?
Yep. So but finally. I didn't start him today. How about that? He give me like 2.5 points per week.
Dude, I told you he was gonna score.
The 1 week I don't, and I still start him. The 1 week I'm like, man, I gotta stop doing that. It's killing me. He go off like this.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, so we get back to it. Taquan went down, was scared the hell out of me because his foot got stepped on, looked kind of ugly. But he came back in the game. Thankfully, it wasn't bad. And then another big drop, man. Jimmy hit 89 over the middle, right in the hands again, and dropped it. So like the dropsies really hurt him. I mean, those were 2 big ones that could have kind of flipped the field on us. So that was
well, man. He hung in that pocket a few times. Grady was on his ass.
Yeah. And then, man, just a great call by Dean to dial up Richie coming off the edge in a blitz there, because that forced him to make that bad throw, and then they had to punt it. Just great call there.
He did not want to feel what Richie was about to grant. He felt Richie coming. He did not want to feel what Richie was about to grant. He saw that coming, and I'm gonna tell you, one more second, he would have been able to complete it. He did not want to feel what Richie. He didn't want no part of that.
No, hell no, man.
He was at the game. Me and Red Machine was at the game. So good to see all them 49 fans getting out of there after that last pick. Yeah.
Yeah, man. How was if you still in here, Mean Red? How was? I mean, it sounded loud from the TV. Was it loud as hell? Because from our fans, that's what it sounded like. I mean, it looked good. The atmosphere keeps looking better and better every week too, man.
Man, hey, if you can tell me what was the play, if you're still in the room, if you can tell me what was the play during the game that the crowd was the loudest, if you can remember. What was the one play you can remember? The crowd went crazy.
And yeah, for sure. And then on that next possession, we had one first down, and then we actually ran it every time. And then Mariota got stopped on 3rd and 2. And then that's Darren Hall came in for AJ, and man, great coverage from him. They had a deep pass to Ayuk. He was right on his hip, jumped up, swatted it away. And then Hawk picks Jimmy off the tip, and I swear to God, I thought they're about to call. That'd have been a terrible PI call.
I did too.
They called that, man. That'd have been terrible. But Hawkins got the pick on that one. And then next drive for us, man, Drake getting a little chippy, got a pass, got up in somebody's face, which I love it. I love every bit of it.
He was ready today.
Oh, he was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely for sure.
Got loud as the game went on. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I think they go in, or kind of like, the expectations somewhat low, and then as we keep performing well, it's like, this keeps building and building and building.
Hey, thank y'all in the live stream for coming to celebrate with us, man. This is awesome.
Hell yeah. And we had, what was it, after the Drake catch, beautiful catch and stretch by Oz, man. Dude, you see on the sideline, he caught just a 2 or 3 yard pass.
Man, I'm telling you, that is Harry Douglas. I think Harry Douglas found the fountain of youth and is disguised. I think he, witness protection or something. That's Harry Douglas. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Kyle Pitt. Oh, so he's saying Kyle Pitt scoring. It got loud. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Man, as a kid, so I'm his biggest fan, dog. So reliable, man.
Yep. And then after that, that was the only time but like I said earlier, Mariota missed his throw. Was the first one he missed. It was the next pass to Drake, forced a punt. Great punt, man, down to the 1 yard. I already mentioned special teams was fantastic, down to the 1 yard line. And
The
then
punter was putting it together today.
he's a good punter, man. I mean, he's a good punter. And then they had a long pass to Ayuk called back by holding. Thank you very much. Then Debo ran the hell over Richie.
Yeah.
Then Debo started to show up in that last little bit there. He decleated him. And then Jimmy G was close to throwing a pick to Evans. Man, Evans like he just a little bit behind the receiver. He dove, didn't quite get there. I think it went off his hands. And then Ayuk again with the big third down catch on that drive. And that's when Casey got hurt. Casey got hurt trying to he read that play so well from Debo. Like he had it. You just couldn't bring him down. You gotta give it to Debo, man. He's a big, strong dude. I mean, it's just gonna happen. And hopefully Hayward's okay because he's been playing good. I don't want him to, but he looked like he was, I don't know if it's a separated. He looked like he was really favoring his shoulder though.
Dog, I sat there and I watched AJ leave and then Casey and then Isaiah.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in the house like, what is happening, dog? Like I hope somebody all right, because everybody can't. I'm hoping all of those was little twinges and tweaks. We don't need none of them to be out.
No, I think AJ's good. That's what it seems like. I think Isaiah's okay, but I the one with Casey kind of worries me because he had his arm. It looked like maybe his shoulder separation or AC or something like that sprain. I don't know, just how he's holding his shoulder. That's what it looked like. But and then man, how about D Alford again, buddy?
Man,
I tweeted.
Was that Trey said I loved it? Somebody or Ski? Somebody said I love this dude. I loved it. No, Ski said I love this man. Like that dude is just Johnny on the spot, man.
When he gets his opportunities, man, he makes a play.
Yes.
And he tweeted out the win or whatever. I tweeted him back and I said, man, every time you're on the field, you impress.
Yes.
Just keep it up. And he liked it. So there you go.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, great. Awesome. Yeah.
And,
the Falcons out of your Falcon mind. See, even they listen.
And Keith Smith too, man. I love Keith Smith. Like he doesn't get talked about a lot, but he's been one unsung hero too.
Yes.
The blocking he does. He got a run today, a big run for a first down on third. And he tweeted out something. I tweeted him back. I said, man, what you're doing, because he tweeted out something about the defense, about that defense today. And I said, man, it was great, but it was a great overall team. I said, don't think that what you're doing is not going unnoticed. And he sent back much love to us. So much love to you, Keith. Damn it, that was awesome.
Much love to you, Keith. Out of your Falcon mind.
And we got to get him on the show. That's what we need to do when the time is right. And then great play we just had a great play by Alfred on third and short, turnover on downs after that, and that was a ball game, my friend. That was it.
Yeah,
I mean, we sealed it. I couldn't believe it, man.
Dog, it just feels so good. Yeah, he trucked Richie. He called Richie slipping one time.
Hey, Richie's not the biggest of safeties, so
he's not.
And Debo's a big.
He done got caught slipping. Blunt caught him one time.
Yeah.
I mean, not Blunt.
No, Fournette. Yeah,
Fournette caught him one time. Yeah. Man, just to see, like I said, the special teams put it together. I like what Avery was doing. I like what the punter was doing. Koo hit 4 extra points. Like the offensive line looked great. The defensive line looked great. The linebackers look great. The corners look great. The safety looked great. The fullback looked great. The running backs look great. And the quarterback looked great. And the coaching looked great. Tell me I'm lying. Can anybody refute what I just said? Now, y'all call me delusional. I'm out of my Falcon mind. But this week, can anybody refute what I just said? This week, I'm right. Yeah, y'all, I know I'd be saying we're going to win the Super Bowl and all that. But yeah, this week, I'm right. Y'all got to give me that.
That's right. And and looking at the stats, I mean, we already talked about Mariota. He was 13 for 14, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then they only had the 2 sacks. Garoppolo was 29 for 41, 296, 2 touchdowns, 2 big picks. And then the rushing, this is where we're so impressive, man. Jeff Wilson, 25 yards on 7 carries.
Who would have thought that? Even I said he would be the issue. Who would have thought that? And they was punishing Tevin Coleman, which I love to see. I'm your fan until you play the Falcons.
Yeah, he only had 4 carries for 3 yards. Yeah. And Deebo Samuel only had 2 carries for 11. And then the receiving, Ayuk and Kittle they got 8 each for 83 yards, and obviously Ayuk with the 2 touchdowns. Samuel with 7 catches for 79, and then kind of just spread out over after that. Then, I mean, for us, buddy, I mean, talk about spreading it out evenly. Huntley 16 carries, 59 yards. Tyler 51 yards on 15 carries. and then Mariota 50 yards on 6 carries, and they were
Mhm.
all huge. I mean, they were big. So Zacchaeus was our top receiver. He had 4 targets. He had 4 receptions, 58
Mhm.
yards. And then London, 3 receptions for 40 yards. And then Pitts was targeted 3 times. He caught all 3 passes for 19 yards. And of course, the
Mhm.
tutty finally got his ass in the end zone. And then on defense, man, the 2 leading tacklers. Number 1, you know who it was?
Who?
Troy Anderson.
Troy Anderson
13 tackles, 7
was everywhere.
solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rashawn Evans, 12 tackles, 7 solo. Better than last week when our safeties was leading the team in tackles.
Mhm.
This week our linebackers are leading the team in tackles,
Yeah.
and that's what you want.
Yep.
You don't want those guys getting to the third level at that point.
Mhm.
So I mean, with Anderson, and I know he was thrust into it because of the injury to Mikal Walker, but dude, like the potential this kid has, my God.
I
I
will keep
mean,
saying it. Glad I caught you guys. Thanks for the A1 content. Me and Red Machine, man, we appreciate you,
hey,
buddy, for coming,
no, I
celebrating with us, man. You
no
feel
idea how
good as
much we
hell
appreciate it.
today. I
Yeah,
love it. Hey, man. Damn, he threw me off. I forgot what I was saying. But hey, man, I really do appreciate you guys for coming to the live celebrating with us because this shit feels so good. Who cares what I'm saying? We just beat the shit out of the 49ers. Who cares what I'm saying? It feels lovely, man. Nah,
oh,
it's
I
just,
love it.
man, so impressive. Now again, I want to say this. I think John Madden said this, and I could be wrong. He says a team takes the personality of their coach,
Yeah,
and to me, the Falcons have always done that, and it was chipper, like upbeat Tom Hanks type of characters, um, and I feel like we gotta
with
who was the
DQ.
dude? Ron Swanson type man. You know, Ron Swanson. I feel like we got a Ron Swanson, like a real man in there that's tough. He was an offensive lineman that's gritty. The main thing he want to do is punish you with the offensive line, the running game. That's old football.
Hey,
That
we
like
beat.
that's manly football in the moment because we could do that in the mud. We could do that in the rain. We could do that in the snow. Like that's not pretty boy football. Like that's football. And they
Hey,
playing like men, they playing tough, and they look like they've taken this personality. We all said when we did the draft thing, the one thing that all the players had in common was their attitude. So he was going to get people like that kind of had his attitude, like a gritty attitude. And you can see that. We might,
they
man, I ain't gonna say we the toughest team in the league. We one of them, and by the end of the season, we might be the toughest team in the league.
they
You
all
better
had.
be ready. You better be man. When Tom Brady and them saying this is the best team, the best Falcon team they remember playing, I'm telling you, you better be ready when you come to see us. You remember, you see what we did in Seattle, and I know that's Geno Smith, but they playing well. We went up there and kicked ass. We done won a few games that y'all told us we wasn't shit in. We went up
Yep.
there and we played well in every game, and we won a few. And today we dominated. Everybody played well. We damn this feel good. Everybody played well. Shout out to everybody. I should
Yeah,
get a
and
jersey on the back say everybody because I'm a fan of everybody. Everybody played well.
oh, and the Seahawks won again today. By the way, they beat the Cardinals. So I mean
See,
that game is. I mean, you can say what you want about Geno. Geno's playing his ass
no,
off
they
this year.
playing well. Kenneth Walker playing well. They balling.
Mhm.
Tyler Lockett playing well. They playing well over there. So I don't want. And we went there and won. So like we've played some tough teams. We battled in every game. My team is awesome, man. My team been balling. Like I'm not listening to shit. Yeah, I'm on a high. I'm gonna talk shit all week because y'all talk shit all off season. All yeah, we playing well, man. We are playing well. The Falcons are a problem. Who would have thought that? Like we not even. I'm telling y'all, it ain't even gonna be that low. Like 4 or 5 games. The Falcons will be a problem. If
Well,
Mariota can give this, it's what Anwar said. If Mariota can give a semblance of this, man, it's gonna be with you talking about 28 points just with short completions. Man, we didn't ask him to do nothing. He ain't gotta be Dan Marino. He don't gotta be Pat Mahomes. Just man, we gonna run, and every once in a while we need you to complete an 8-yard pass.
yeah,
Or just take off for 15, which he is amazing at doing.
right. If you and be smart with the RPOs when his decision making this game when he decided to run was perfect.
Yes,
He he
yes.
he he
It's like he was
he.
aware.
Yeah, he read the ends of every
Yep.
time. If they were crashing, he was going, and so it was just good to see, like that confidence again. Just
I really do think the difference was he wasn't trying to. I think they said that he said he was trying to prove why he got picked. It was today felt much more relaxed. Like
Yeah.
I've been asking him to be poised. Today felt like I don't gotta go out and be a superstar. Just if I see who's ever open, who's easiest, I'm throwing it to. Whoever is the easiest throw, I'm gonna just make that throw. And it was completion after completion after completion. And with that and the running game, it's almost an unstoppable offense, dare I say, even with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because he puts him in his position to be successful, you
Yes.
know. And like he said after the game, he said, you know, we just basically had to do whatever the defense gave them. That's what they had to do,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And they kind of had an idea what they were going to do, and they followed through with it. We didn't mention it, man. We beat Shanny at his own game. We sent
Yeah.
his ass.
Yeah.
We
I was
sent
just
his
about to
ass
say that.
home on his by with his own scheme, basically. Not his own scheme,
And
but close to it.
he throw to everybody. That's what we was doing.
Yeah.
He didn't know what that was. His whole thing was get everybody involved, and that's what we was doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy too. We had 56 total plays. They had 57. They had more yards than we did. They had 346 to our 289. They had 10 drives in our 8. Uh, they averaged more yards per play than we did. Of course, they had more passing yards than we did. We destroyed them in rushing 168 to 50. And again, y'all don't understand how big that is. How good Jeff Wilson's been this year. How good that
Mhm.
offensive line, even though they kind of been
Mhm.
beat up, how good they have been. That's huge, man. 3 for 3 in the red zone, man. Huge,
That was
huge.
awesome.
You know, penalties, we only had 5 for 40. They had 5 for 30. And time possession, we held the ball 7 more minutes than they did, which obviously ends up being a big stat
Hmm.
at the end of the game. So, I mean, like you said at the beginning, man, there's not a damn really any criticism that you can even.
Not this week. Not
It's
this week.
great.
If y'all say anything this week, I don't want to hear nothing. Because man, even the jerseys was lit. The crowd was lit. The game was awesome. It was a good game. Everybody played well. It's nothing to complain. I mean, it was nothing.
Yeah, and I asked on Twitter, as obviously, you know, there's enough accolades to go around today. So, like, and I sent this out like 20 minutes ago, so I didn't even have I didn't give people enough time to respond. But I said, you know, what stood out? Is there a player? Is there an aspect of the game that just stood out to y'all? And Burn come back and said that the O line's the easy answer, but I take Mariota. He managed the game perfectly and made the big plays when they needed respect with 3 clapping hands. And yeah, I mean, you know, we've gave Mariota, and I think every other podcast or every other content creator for the Falcons have given Mariota plenty of shit throughout the season,
Hmm.
deservedly so. Whenever he deserved it.
Hmm.
But like you and I have been consistent though. We've said from day one, like there was no agenda to try to get Mariota gone. That wasn't the case.
Hmm.
Whatever makes our team win, that's what we want. If
Hmm.
Mariota can perform like we said at the beginning of the show, if Mariota can perform like this and we can get wins, let's keep going, man. Let's just
Yep.
keep it going because I mean that's all I want to see, man.
I really
Um,
want to see Desmond Ritter, but if you gonna come in and do this, I can postpone my want for Ritter.
Absolutely.
The Falcons looked complete, guys. Jolt
What's
Gaming
up,
just said,
Jolt?
Jolt, the
I
Falcons
love
look
it.
complete. They look complete. That's what I'm saying. Even Mariota looked great. See what he said? Even Mariota. Hey, John, can you say Marcus's stats one more time?
Yeah, he was 13 for 14, 100 and I want to say 29 yards, 2
Do you
touchdowns.
know the percentage of 13 out of 14?
Well,
Isn't that like 97 or
I mean, yeah, I mean,
90?
14 out of 14 is 100.
I
So, I mean,
mean,
you're talking about
dog, like
I mean,
that is great for him. That is
it's
what all
great
we
for
needed for
anybody.
him to do. It don't
That's
have
it.
to be for 350 yards.
Right.
That's all we need for him was be accurate when we need you to throw. Just complete the throw.
Yep.
Joe Gaiman say even when AJ and CH went down, the other guys stepped up. Yeah, it was really next man up
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
It
I
was
mean, dude,
really that, man. It was
Darren
really
Hall, Darren
they
Hall
play
showed out, man.
Falcon 6. Yes.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah. That's what I'm
Falcons are,
saying, man.
yeah, Mean Red Machine said Falcons 6-0 versus the point spread this year. I think we're the only team that's that's undefeated against the point spread.
Mhm.
And like I said, I was watching I try to get most of their pre-games or like check out here and there. Yeah, not one of them gave us a shot. I mean, like there might have
Nah,
been a few guys here or there, but like I said, like
dog, they talk shit about us every week. They talk
and
shit about us every week. So
Strahan specifically said on Fox, he said even with the no, was it was Strahan or it was Howie Long, one of the two, said even with the injuries, I'm still going San Francisco -9
see
or
what I'm
+10,
saying?
whatever.
But see,
So
it's cool because we shook up the world. Yeah, we shook it. It's cool. It's cool because y'all all gonna watch all them highlights. It's gonna be over everything because the Arthur Smith thing going viral. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
over everything. Now and I'm gonna tell you now this week, everybody gonna be saying just what we saying. If they continue to play like this, are the Falcons for real? We've been
yeah,
saying we for real. With your old ass.
yeah. I mean, like we're look, we follow the team, and the other guys that follow the team, that they report or do podcasts, whatever. We follow it probably a hell of a lot closer than anybody else does because we
Mm-hmm.
kind of have to because
Yep.
we have a show, and we love it, so we do it. But we saw this building a while back. And just nobody else wanted to see it because they don't take the time to look
Mm-hmm.
into it or whatever. And that's cool because when we come out of nowhere and surprise people, we said it at the beginning of the season. We said we're going to surprise some teams this year. You're probably going to lose a few games that we should have won.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should have won the Saints game,
Mm-hmm.
and we sure as shit surprised the San Francisco 49ers, and I know we surprised the Seahawks in
Mm-hmm.
Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So, I
We
mean,
surprised the Rams, really.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We surprised everybody. I'm telling you, man. I know y'all paying attention. The world paying attention. We were supposed to suck. Jaw
Yep.
Gaming say it's funny because everybody predicted this score, but the other way around. Yep. We surprised the world. We shook up
Yeah.
the world. Hey, I'm out of my Falcon mind right now. Exactly. We shook up the world. I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna have to talk about us all week long in such a positive fashion. I can't wait.
It's
All the
gonna be
clips,
interesting, man.
all
So
the highlights. I'm telling you, man. We showed off today. I love it.
we're going to Cincinnati next week, where they beat the Saints today. Thank you very much. 20, I think it was they beat them by 4. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
30, 26, 26, and 20. I don't know. So that'll be a tough game still with Burrow and Jamar Chase. That's not gonna be
Mm-hmm.
no slouches. And then we come home to a shitty Panthers team.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
I'm
dude, I
anxious
mean,
for Cincinnati because I'm not gonna lie to you, and I know this is me saying this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to see where the bar really is. I want to
like
see
on
where the
the
bar really is. Like we're a threat now. I believe that we can go be now. Now where do we play at, John? Do we play in
no, we're
Cincinnati?
at Cincinnati, yeah.
I
But I mean,
believe we can go in Cincinnati and beat them. I believe
yeah,
we what I saw today, we can beat anybody. And I did now you heard me say that. We can beat anybody playing like any team in the league when playing like we playing today. We
yeah,
got all the teams shook, jaw gaming. I'm telling you, we can beat any team in the league playing like we played today. We are competing or beating good teams, y'all. These ain't some trash teams and
mm-mm.
we supposed to suck and we just getting it together. If this continues, the cohesiveness is, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem. Remember, I said NFC South champs.
Yes, you did. And me and Rad said I'll be in Cincy next week too. Can't wait. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That'll be
good.
great. Yeah, hell yeah. Hopefully we
Go out of your
travel well for
Falcon
that one.
mind.
Yeah. I was gonna say shit, where were we at before this? Oh,
I don't know.
the
I'm just going off on a 10. I'm so hyped, man, because
I
this is
mean,
what I'm
really.
saying. The Atlanta Falcon fans deserve it. Don't let nobody take this from you saying that you doing too much. It's just a regular season win. Nah, because like John said, man, we've been here when they was rebuilding like Legos and step by step by step by step by step. And the whole time you telling people like you got faith in them. I think they gonna do good. Everybody laughing at you. It's like you saying, I'm gonna be a rapper, everybody laughing. I'm gonna be a rapper, everybody laughing. And when you be a rapper, you get to talk shit. That's
Yeah.
all we saying. We rappers, we all rappers this week is the moral of that story. But
Yeah. Well,
yes,
just
you get to talk shit.
I mean, just and with the schedule we have left, man. I mean, like I mean, I'm not gonna say anything yet, but if we win these next 2 games, the next second half of the season is gonna be really interesting.
Yes. The
Based on what we do.
confidence we got from here, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, man, I know. And looking at the press conferences after the game, they asked Arthur about Mariota, and he said, he's efficient, and he credited the O line. He said they played really well today. He said he couldn't say enough about Mariota and how he's leading the team, and that's kind of echoed by all the players too. Like they love that guy. Keith Smith again tweeted out about Marcus. So like it's not just him saying it to pump up Marcus. Like that's just legit. Like those players feel it. They like the attack, and he said, that they like to attack the pocket, like this, as far as the 49ers do. So that allowed Marcus some room to run, so that's just, again, smart coaching, a way to prepare him. Rashawn, so he said Rashawn called the game today on defense. He was wearing the green dot with a Walker out. He said that you could feel Troy out there, which I think we all agree with that. He said the guys just believe in Marcus. He's genuine. He didn't play for 2.5 years, so he's going to be rusty, but obviously he's getting better. and talks about how AJ. He said, he was serious, but he talked about how AJ needs to do a little better job of of ball control. Having the one hand, that could have ended up badly, but that's the only thing he could say that really wasn't positive. But Joel Gaiman says we're getting Cincy. Yeah,
That's
I
what
think
I
so, man.
say.
I think so too. Their offensive line has been. I mean, Burrow been getting hit a lot. He was
Yeah,
hit a lot last year.
I'm gonna
He's
tell
hit.
you, he played good today, but I haven't been impressed with that team. They play good today, but they ain't been doing that much.
What do you guys think about Oliver getting hurt again? I hadn't even seen anything since I've been
Uh,
preparing for the show, so I don't even. I mean, it sucks if it's serious. I don't know if you
Yeah,
think
I
he'll
don't.
come
I'm
back
hoping
next
it's
year,
not
but don't.
serious.
I think he's a great player within. I think he's what Pease likes in this defense because he's kind of that hybrid kind of dude. He was a corner in college. We drafted him as a corner. He was what Dan Quinn liked. He was that oversized, kind of tall, big, physical corner. He played really well in nickel last year before he got hurt. Kind of hoping that's how he came back into this year. Now, I mean, obviously, Alfred and D. Alfred and Mike Ford been playing really well too this year. So I kind of figured they would ease him back into today. But I mean, I'll be fine if they have him back, man. I think he fits what we want to do. I just hope he's healthy and he's, like I said, I haven't seen any updates, and then Arthur didn't give any updates after the game either about guys. He said they just have their imaging and stuff like that. Yeah, Joel says I'm down with having him back. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. And then Marcus is talking when he talked to the press. He said, they were good. San Francisco has a good defense. You just got to give what, we talked about, got to take what they give you, just dink and dunk down the field to get the points, which is basically what we did. Ran the ball down their throats and made the passes when we had to make them. He said, we're tough. We're tough to defend if we can run and make passes like that, which, yeah, I mean, you got a bunch of angry. When CP's healthy, you got three backs that are coming at you, angry, pissed off, large dudes that are just going to not, like I said, they're going to deliver the hit. They're not taking too many blows themselves.
We did this without CP. Think about that.
Yeah. And they talked to him about how, last week, first and second down was a big thing for us. We weren't performing well enough when we were having these long third and longs that were screwing us up and, and having shortening our drives. And then he thought, we got a lot better with that this week, which we did. I mean, we had a lot of third and shorts, a lot of third and 2, 3s, 4s, which is so much easier than, your third and 11, third and 12. And he said one of the big reasons he came back to here was he knew Art was going to build that type of locker room where it was just like that family, just guys all working together. And that's basically what what it's turned out to be. They asked him about, the leadership and what Arthur said about him being a leader. And he said, I try to be myself. I don't want to put up a front because if you do that, guys, especially at this level, they see right through that. And he said, I just want to be myself and allow guys to stay comfortable and confident around me. And he's forever grateful for this opportunity. Focus on the present. The team has a lot of potential. And he said, like I said, he brought up earlier, and I said in the show, 3 years ago this week he was benched. I mean, that stuck with him, man. Like, I mean, he comes off to the media and even anywhere else just super chill and calm, but he's a competitor, of course, like anybody in the league. And I mean, he was, that stuck with him long enough to where it made an impact today. And he said being able to build confidence back up with the Raiders was huge for him. He kind of started believing like he could do it again. And, having the young backs with him, that they've just done an unbelievable job. And his belief, he was basically that belief that started back in Vegas has now just come to fruition for him. So all that confidence, and dude, after today, I mean, he can downplay it all he wants. Oh, sorry, my mic went dead there. Yeah, there's no way he's leaving today without him just feeling super confident. So,
John, I think your mic switched to your other mic.
Oh, I got you. Let me fix that.
Smooth Jazz 105.
Am I better now?
Yeah, now you get back.
Yeah, my connection is a little weird for some reason, but yeah. But
supercharged up. Supercharged Sunday. I'm gonna tell you, I got demolished in fantasy, and I don't even care. I do not even care. I'm not bothered at all. I don't even care. I feel amazing right now, man.
Oh, dude. I mean, the Saints lose, the Bucks lose, the Panthers lose. I mean, that's a great day. That's just a great day, man.
And just speaking of a great day, man. I just can't say this enough, man. It is a guy in the league, man, that when it's 2 minutes on the clock, it's almost guaranteed what he's
I knew,
gonna do to you, man. Every
I knew.
time. They gave Matt Ryan 2 minutes. Matt Ryan was losing. Matt Ryan drove down and threw for his third touchdown, 389 yards, and a career high 42 completions. Matt Ryan took off today. Joe Gaiman said, "I'm glad Mariota took a step forward this game." Nah, no, I am too. I am too. Like, man, I got so happy to see what Matt Ryan was doing. That 2 minute thing, I'm telling you, I can, like I said when he was here, I can tell you what he's gonna do. It's almost guaranteed. So he went out and he did that. That's a super great thing. I'm glad he playing well. But again, man, the benefits of having a mobile quarterback, even at Marcus Mariota level, is kind of better than that still, because you can just do more. You got to account for the quarterback. Like I said, when it's third down and 12, it was either third and 12 or third and like 15 or something. And
Yeah.
he took off and got it. And I said, yeah, it was the first time I didn't miss Matt Ryan. When he did that, I was thinking, man, Matt Ryan, like it would have been, because I thought for sure he's not going to complete the throw. He won't complete the throw, but then he got it with his feet. It's like Matt Ryan can't do that. I'm glad he balled out today because Matt Ryan did some magic like he always do. But Marcus Mariota is a runner, like he's one of the best runners in the league, man, dare I say.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the, I mean, definitely one of the smarter ones. Like, he
Yeah.
seems he picks the right times to go. And
Mhm.
that's what you want. And like, let's see, what did Jolt say? The Aints lost and the Buccaneers lost. And my Ice Cube voice today was a good day. Yes.
Today was a great day.
Yeah, they lost to the Steelers with Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky, baby. So
So we won in the division right
we're
now?
tied. Yeah, we're tied for first.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we coming for it. I remember I called it here.
Yeah, that was, yeah, I mean, dude, like I said, and I still saw people uh online on Twitter like nitpicking Mariota. I'm like, man, look, you
You
got to
can't
move on.
today.
You got to move on, man. Like if,
Nah,
if
yeah.
that's what you're doing now after today's game, like just go root for somebody else. Like
And you go and you always got to be fair, man. If you
yeah,
drag
this
somebody,
look,
because we dragged them, you
look,
got to be fair.
nobody's been more critical than probably you.
Exactly. So,
So
but no one has been on him more than me. But you got to be fair. When somebody do bad, you get on them. But when somebody do good, you got to give him props. I don't care what he did today. He's forgiven for it. I have no critique of that man today. He played amazing. So as
yep.
hard as I am on him, I'm gonna be just as positive when he play well. Just to be real.
Yep. And Joel said we're coming for first. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Agree with
we
Mike.
coming
Yep.
for first. It's ours.
I
It's
mean, yeah.
ours. Believe that.
I mean, I'm not too worried about the Saints. Panthers are garbage. So I mean, we'll
Yeah,
see what happens with the Bucks. Obviously, they got issues. I mean, they shouldn't be
yeah.
losing to a team
John
that's
said the Panthers are garbage. Damn.
they are, man.
That
You
was
seen
hard.
this shit? It's
Yeah,
terrible. They're trying to
yeah.
trade away McCaffrey,
No,
which
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
They
I
implode.
yeah, you could not pay me enough. I'm not trading for that guy,
Mm-hmm.
man. Until he proves he can play like one full season,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm not. I
Same
don't want
here.
him anywhere near my team. Not for that. I think they wanted like two firsts or a first, and then like I don't
Mm-hmm.
forgot what they wanted. It's something
Yeah.
retarded. There's no way. And what's also exciting, man, if we keep this level of play, which now it's not even. I'm not even worried about. Like I know we're going to rumble every week
Yep.
because you've seen it every week. Like we've been we've been in every game. These guys don't quit. They don't give up. Like so, we know we're going to get that from them every week. So
Just you saying that is different, buddy.
it is. But I mean, like, so we know that's going to happen. So just imagine next year when we've got this money, like we're going to make Atlanta a destination that people want to come play for, man. And that's and Arthur a coach that people want to come play for. And I mean, there's no way players can see what I mean. They talk, they know
Yep.
each other. I mean, they see what's going on with us. This is what's going to happen. I mean, it's what's going to happen. We're going to have guys wanting to come here, which is going to be great. What you got, Joel? This is why the show is fire, because you guys call it like you see it. Thank you, buddy. We sure as shit's right too, man.
We gotta be honest, man. Either way it go, I'm gonna be honest, man.
Look, I said it earlier. I think I said it. I don't know how many shows ago. It might have been before the season that I didn't have a whole lot of faith in Mariota. I thought we'd see Ritter
Mm-hmm.
by probably week 7 or week 8, but I hope he proves me wrong. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like, my whole we keep saying it, man. Mike and I both we never were down with the hey, let's lose, let's tank to get a pick. Like I
Oh
don't want to
no.
see my team. If my team can win the game, I want to see my team win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now if we're down to 2 weeks left to go in the season and we've got one win on the season, yeah, there's no reason to. At that point, you are what you are. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe compete your ass off and lose those games. But
Mm-hmm.
this early in the season, like I saw folks 2 weeks ago saying, okay, yeah, no, we need to be losing these games to get Will Anderson, to get Bryce Young, to get whoever they want with their first top 3 picks. I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen, man.
Yeah.
And number one, why would you want it to happen this early in the season?
Yep.
Because if you don't, if you're not that bad and you win the games, then you don't need to draft that high.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I mean,
And you're not a real fan, man. Don't ever, unless you already out of contention for the playoffs, and it really don't mean nothing. You're not a real fan to ever root for your team to lose.
no, I don't
Ever.
get it.
I mean that. Don't consider yourself a fan. You that's not a fan. Unless again, if it's 3 games left in the season or 2 games and you can't win anyway, by all means get the pick. But why stuff is on the line and you rooting for your team to lose, you can't consider yourself a real fan.
Yeah, and by the way, Rashawn Evans after the game, he said, "So far, this was our most complete game. There's always room for improvement. We're not satisfied or hyped about winning 3 games. We want more."
Everybody's saying that. It's like man, I'm satisfied and hyped with you winning 3 games because they said 2. So pat
No,
yourself up.
dude,
So yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
Us as fans, we're going to be ecstatic because,
we
like I said,
excited.
we
And
from the outside looking in, we see these guys. We've seen them put in the work. We've seen what they've done. So yeah,
we
we're going to be.
believe that this is why I said we all should feel good because we believed.
Yeah,
Man, all y'all that can hear this podcast and all the viewers on here now, me and John, we believed, man. And I'm not saying that we achieved the holy grail, we won the Super Bowl or nothing, but you could see that our investment emotionally paid off today. We got something back. Like we got something back from our emotional and energy investment, and it feel good. So I
absolutely.
ain't letting nobody tell. I'm gonna feel good, man. I'm about to either drink or smoke. I'm not being funny. I'm turning all the way up all night while I watch highlights. I feel so good, man. I might take the dog for a walk. I just feel amazing. I might Uber Eats. I don't even I feel amazing, man. Go Falcons.
It just makes your day so much better, dude. Like
It
it makes the
does.
weekend better. Like it'll make Monday better. It's just
Yes.
better. It's just better all the way around. And I mean watching and also with what Evan said too, them about not them being satisfied. That's a reflection of the coach too,
Yep.
of him with being with Pease before. Arthur obviously has that same type of mentality, but like that's what you want to see from your players. Like they're celebrating, but they're not celebrating like we're celebrating,
Mm-hmm.
of course. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with Evans, man, because I like him a lot on a 1-year deal. We'll see how much, because him and Troy are so similar as far as
Mm-hmm.
position. They're inside linebacker, middle linebacker type of guys. I think, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think that
Man,
44
I'm
could
just so
could
excited
supplant him
because
next
y'all
year.
don't. He doing this with, like I say, he got to buy snacks. Imagine when that man can go out and really get who fits exactly what he want to pull off.
Yeah.
Just imagine at whatever position that we got a lot of money next year, like a lot.
Yep.
Jog Gaming say exactly. We riding to the wheels fall off. We the real fans. I love the mentality, but I love the video of them celebrating with the beer. Yeah, man. Even that, man. We deserve that as a team, as a fan base. Yeah, because it meant something to us. Because we rolled when all y'all the whole off season, the
Yep.
whole preseason, the whole all y'all was saying we was gonna be the worst team in the league or one of the worst teams. Now we looking like one of the best teams in the league.
One of the
Yeah,
better teams. Yeah, we'll go with
yeah.
that.
I'm going with the best. I'm
I
telling you,
love it.
man.
I
When
love
I
it.
say NFC South champ, I'm telling you, it
Hey,
will happen. I'm
hey,
telling
look,
you.
I'm telling you, when it happens, I'm clipping that video. I told you, I'm already
Yeah,
clipping the video from the podcast. It's going to be up there, And
we
our
believe.
our boy Justin Cam just tweeted us,
Just
said the entire defense stepped up big and Mariota looked great. Yeah, I mean, nothing else to say there. I mean, that's just, I mean,
Justin, the Philadelphia Eagles balling, but I love you for staying true, buddy.
see,
Stay true. Hold it down.
I'm recording that game, so I'm gonna go watch it as soon as we're done tonight.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
which I mean, I just want to see what Hurts does
Yeah.
against that Dallas defense.
Yeah.
But
I'm turning on too.
and DQ, of course.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the Cowboys, this we normally do in or out on Thursdays, but
Oh, okay.
it's our show, so like I'm
Let,
gonna break the rules in this. I'm gonna do one
let's
in or
just
out.
break them.
I'm gonna do one in or out right now because
All right.
I saw this, and I heard it last week when it happened during the KC game. Aikman said, "Did you hear this, Mike? Did you hear what Aikman said during the broadcast
No.
about having but it was after the stupid roughing the passer call again, and he said about taking the dresses off. Hope we'll take this needs to be stopped and take the dresses off. Folks were calling for him to apologize for that statement. Are you in or out that Aikman needs to apologize for saying that?
No. Hey, I want to say this, and this is, it should not be controversial. So if you feel like it is, toughen up. Man, I really think, like, I'm new to the internet. I'm a private person. I stay off. So what I see a lot of times is y'all will know what somebody means, and y'all will purposely act like you don't know what the person means, so you can be offended and you can take like a moral high ground, if anything I'm saying makes sense. Like, you want to be like, oh, well, I don't say that word, well, I wouldn't have said it like that, or you shouldn't have said it that way. It don't matter what point you was trying, you shouldn't use this language. But just as you have freedom to use whatever language you use, give that other person freedom to use whatever language they use to prove their point, as long as they didn't talk directly to a person. He wasn't really saying it. You know what he meant. You know
Yes.
what he meant. We all know what he meant. So that's what I'm saying. In the cases where we know what somebody mean, it'd be really ridiculous for y'all to be like, no, but you still shouldn't say it. We in football, we talking about football things. This is a man's sport. When I see men do that, I really think you being feminine. And because that's thing for girls, we got to watch our mouth when girls are around, children are around. You shouldn't have to, if you say take off the dresses on a football podcast, does everything have to be like, oh my God, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings? I want to tell y'all something. When you in your house, you control the heat, everything you hear, everything you eat, the smells, the everything. The moment you step out your house, you no longer control what is going on or the shit you hear. And the nerve of some of y'all to think you can leave out your house and still, or be in your house and be watching the TV and control what's on the TV, or control what you hear in traffic, or control what's something that external from yourself. You have lost your goddamn mind. It's a word. If you butthurt because somebody said take off the dresses, like what? Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. You sound like you from the suburbs and you never really experienced life, because life is way harder than that.
Man.
If you taken aback by somebody's Twitter post, somebody's YouTube video, or somebody's TikTok, or because somebody said dresses, life is going to be way harder than that. You need to toughen up. If you really offended, toughen your ass up. But I'm so out. I hope he don't get in trouble, but he will end up apologizing from social pressure.
Oh, I'm 100% out too. And I even so Amanda and I were watching the game together, and she was like, she laughed. She was like, hell yeah, they need to stop. Because she agreed.
Yes.
She saw the same call with Grady on us.
Mm-hmm.
And
John's wife agreed. Critical point. Please continue.
I just don't why do people care so much? I just remember growing up reading stuff, and if I didn't agree with it, maybe dude, maybe we're too old. Maybe we're 40, so maybe we're just too old for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remember if I read or heard something, I'm like, oh, that's fucking stupid, or I don't like that. But that was it. That was it. I didn't talk to anybody else about it. I didn't dream about it. I didn't think about it the next day. I just moved on about my life. And that's how I feel kind of about with social media. You don't have to, if you see something you don't like, then just keep scrolling right by it, or, I don't know. I just think, something like that, man, it's just, we're getting a little bit overboard, man. All the canceling shit. And I don't want to get into political conversation, but that with Aikman saying that last week, and it just caught my eye, and I was like, yeah, you're joking me that he's getting under all this pressure to apologize. I was like, what the hell, man?
Man, but we're gonna be We gonna Joe Gaiman said we gonna be going toe to toe with them big teams we up against. Yeah.
He said, "Oh, I think he's talking about whenever you're talking about we were one of the best in the league." He said we were going toe to toe with a big team, so we're up there. Yeah, to be honest,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I agree. So, all right, that's what I'm
Eagles
talking
up.
about.
Okay. And I have the
Um,
Cowboys defense on fantasy, so I'm really yeah.
yeah,
But no, I was just saying
Jones,
that I'm yeah,
100%
he
agree.
said 100% agree. Tell him Mike. No, I'm just saying like dog, like John said, if somebody posts something on Twitter and you don't like what they said, just scroll past it. That's all you gotta do. But to dislike it or to flag it or to go and back and forth, why do you care what that person think? That's so weird energy to me.
Well,
Like that's a lot of weird energy on the internet.
and all the energy you expend going back and forth with it, you just better off just
Yeah,
putting that towards something else, man. Like just
it
you
should
know,
never. I'm gonna tell you something. If a if a post, if an Instagram post, if a tweet, if a YouTube video, if a TikTok, if anything on the net trigger you, you have to set new goals in life, like higher goals, because you don't have enough problems. Like I'm
uh,
not being funny, bro. These are not real problems. It be people
no,
that
you're right.
really have their day ruined because they saw a tweet from a stranger. I
Yeah,
can't believe he would think like that. And I'd be like, who cares with it? He stay in Arizona. Like he don't know you. He will never affect. But you this mad going back and forth with somebody for 7 hours.
yeah.
It just be ridiculous, man. You need to get some business about yourself. It's a lot of pretty ladies in the world. It's a lot of, if you're a girl, it's a lot of handsome men. It's a lot of fun thing. Have you been to Dave and Buster's? It's awesome. Like try Dave and Buster's. That might be something. You know what I mean? But just have
Uh,
fun, man. Don't
yeah.
consume yourself with just that. It's kind of ridiculous when I see like because he didn't even curse, he didn't say a slur, he
No,
can't even
man.
say dresses. Come on, man.
Take off the dresses. That's all he said. Yeah.
Joe Gaiman say, "Yep," or stay away from it. And then, like I said,
Yeah. Yeah.
if words hurt your heart, you need not be on the internet.
Yeah.
Life is way harder than that.
Yeah. 100%. And, that's how I try to raise my son, like, just to not worry about what anybody else says, man. Like,
Hmm.
you do what makes you happy. Don't take shit personally. Don't take it
Hmm.
seriously. I mean, just, move on about your day. I think you'll be a lot happier with your life.
Hmm.
Um, and we didn't talk about college really because, we're just happy about this game, man. But your boys won
My
yesterday.
boys won, man. They look excellent. So we have a quarterback that hasn't played. He been hurt. He came in for a few plays. Did excellent. Um, uh, man,
And
we got a guy on our team, dog. I'm not being. If y'all
you talking about the
please check him
Huskies?
out, huh?
Or you talking about Huskies or Maryland?
Huskies. I'm
Okay.
talking about the Huskies. If y'all want to check him, it's a dude that played for the Huskies. His name is Cole Tucker. Dog, this is Jordy Nelson. The
Oh yeah.
boy is Jordy Nelson. He looks amazing. His young, it's Jordy Nelson. I'm not being funny. It's Jordy. He's the best player on the team. Cole
Yeah.
Tucker, so he's a wide receiver, like yeah, a white wide receiver. When a white wide receiver is good, he really good. Like
Yeah.
that's
You gotta
that's
take notice. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You really take Jordy Nelson with something else. That is Jordy Nelson, Cole Tucker, the man. But I
I'll
love
check
him.
them out.
Yeah,
I
I love him, man.
watched. What did you watch in the Utah USC game
Nah, I didn't
yesterday?
see. Nope.
Man, what a game! Holy shit! Like
It was a good
that
one.
was after the Bama Tennessee game. Thankfully, so I was able to
Yeah,
actually watch and enjoy that one. But man, two quarterbacks. Caleb Williams, that dude is special as hell.
yeah. I've been hearing
He is
about him.
a fucking cannon.
Yeah.
Um, and then Cam Rising for Utah.
Okay. I
What a
have no
I mean,
idea who
like,
that is.
yeah, well, not a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But he's yeah. Well, he started off at Texas, transferred to Utah.
Okay.
He was hurt, didn't play much. I think it was maybe the COVID year. I'm not remember, but I'm pretty sure he's a junior this year. But if
Hmm.
he comes back for his senior year and keeps performing like this, then
Yeah.
he may make some noise in the draft. But yeah, they had a Utah themselves. They lost two of their players last year. I think both were shot, and so they had both their images on their helmet, which was badass.
Shot like shot,
Yeah,
shot.
yeah.
Both of
Um,
them.
I think so. Yeah, if I could be wrong on that,
Damn.
I'm pretty sure about that. But man, they played their asses off, and
Yeah.
they beat USC at the end of the game. It was fantastic game. But yeah. Anyway, buddy. So underrated, overrated. You got anybody?
I got a underrated, overrated. I got one. I got a victory day underrated, overrated. I want to say this again. I just told. I just told him. I just said I'm gonna be real on the show. I'm gonna stick my foot in my mouth when I stick my foot in my mouth. Underrated. So I say underrated is fantasy football. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I never played fantasy football because I thought it ruined football. I said, uh, one, it would make you concentrate on other games while watching your game. Then two, I would be rooting for other teams. John, to tell you, I don't even watch no other sport. I don't watch
Facts.
one other team. I just started with college. I don't even watch basketball. I don't watch golf team. I own the only sporting team I've ever watched is the Falcons. That's it. I don't like sports for real. I don't even
That's
like
why
sport. I
you're out of
watch
your Falcon
Atlanta
mind.
Falcon football. I like the NFL, but the Falcons is my team. John will vouch for this. So I always thought like I don't want to I concentrate on the game. Like I'm not, oh no. Like uh and I thought it would ruin the game. Fantasy football makes Sunday 20 times fucking better than you could ever imagine. You are so much more into it all week. I feel like Jerry Jones. I'm saying, okay, who can I trade? What can I think? I really think I'm doing something. Who can I get off the waiver? Who should I sign as a free agent? Who am I going to sub? Okay, who they playing? It is the most fun. You way more into the game you do, and you pay attention all day long. It don't matter if your team was on from 1 to 4. When the 4 game come on, it was days where you would have stepped outside, you would have maybe went for a walk. Now you into the game because you got two players that are in this game. So fantasy football really underrated, man. It makes Sunday so much better. Thank you, Johnny Yates, for putting me on the fantasy football. I'm
Man,
losing horrifically and having a blast. I'm losing horrifically, but having a blast doing it, man. It's awesome.
yeah, I think
Yes,
I've
buddy.
asked Mike every year for the last 10 years, "Hey, you wanna
Yeah,
play?" And you were like, "Same year." I was like, "No, I don't wanna no, I
yeah,
don't wanna." I was
yeah.
like
I'm not
it's like,
into it.
yeah, and this year, yeah.
Oh man, I
And
wish I would have played. So
it's
this is
okay.
awesome.
Better late than never, buddy.
Yeah, so this
Um,
is awesome. I would say my overrated. John touched on it earlier. I want when he said I want to expound on it. Tanking a season is overrated. I would say this because I've said this on the show before. Which would you rather have as a fan? A lot of fans feel like if we're not going to the playoffs and we're not going to like win nothing, then let's tank and get a good pick. I understand the logic, but what I'm asking you is which one of these would you rather have? Would you rather have a season where your team go out and win um 4 or 5 games because they tank and that everybody play like shit on purpose and you get a good draft pick that may or may not work out? Or would you rather get a team 9 wins or 8 wins, but play with the spirit like you saw the Falcons play with today, where they was gradually improving over time and everybody was gaining confidence in their specific role on the team when everybody was getting comfortable and familiar because they kept playing together in the same system and they was going out there trying their best. And because they was going out there trying their best, the whole culture changed. The fans stayed in the stadium. You know what I'm saying? The fans
mhm.
at home started going crazy. We started getting our props on TV. The the players was hitting the dirty bird. The coach was drinking beer in the locker room. The players was bullying the the defensive line and the other players. Everybody on our team was playing tough. Which one of those would you rather have? That's all I'm saying. That's my point. You talking about one player with one pick that may or may not work out. I'm talking about changing with your attitude going toward every game, even though you only win 8 or 7 or 9. The attitude be like, wait till we get some fucking players. Wait till we get the quarterback. Wait, we gonna kick that because your spirit is different. Everybody's attitude is different. Now it's the third year going in now. Instead of a losing attitude, which you would have had to do on purpose, like tank it. So I'm not trying hard. I'm not extending. Now instead, in everybody's soul is like, I'ma play my ass off. You saw Drake London. I love it. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
picking. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. When have a Falcon wide receiver? Because I love Julio, but he wasn't picking on people. I love to see it. Yeah. So that's when look at the whole attitude shift of our whole team offense, defense, and special teams and coach, and tell me that's not priceless. That's why you don't tank a season.
Yeah,
So that's why I say being overrated is tanking the I mean, tanking the season is overrated.
100%
That was
agree,
it.
man. 100% agree. My underrated is the combo of Caleb Huntley and Tyler Algier,
Yes. Yes,
because
sir.
not too many people in in the outside of Atlanta really know who those two guys are. Um, Algier was a late round draft pick. I mean, he was the guy that I really wanted us to draft. We did, thankfully. Um, Caleb came out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and just exploded. I mean, when we like we said it before, when Mike and I was at the last preseason game,
We spotted him.
the guy looked just electric, man.
Mhm.
Um,
We haven't missed yet, Johnny Yates, on like on our far fetched calls.
that's why I was shocked when he was cut. I couldn't
Hmm.
believe. I was like, this guy's got to be a lock, because
Hmm.
he. I mean, you could just tell, like his cuts, his power, speed, everything. So anyway, but I think those guys, man, by the end of the season, I think everybody's gonna know who they are, though,
Hmm.
because week in, week out, they keep doing a job, and it's not a pretty job. They're getting 2-3 yards, they're getting grunt yards, they're getting up, they're doing it again, they're taking it, they're loving it. And this is without CP. I think even when CP's healthy, like, you're going to see a dose of these guys,
Yeah.
because dude, Caleb is earning his fucking carries. Every
Yeah.
one of his carries, he's
Yeah.
earning them.
Hmm.
Same thing with Tyler.
Hmm.
They're picking up blitzes. They're not afraid to stick their nose in there and block.
Hmm.
That's such an underrated thing for a running back, man, and pass protection. Like, if you can't in an Arthur Smith's
Devontae.
offense, it's no shit. Jesus, don't. Ugh.
Hmm.
Um, if you can't pass protect, especially in Arthur Smith's offense, you ain't gonna be on the
Hmm.
you're not gonna be on the team. So yeah, man, just amazing. I think amazing little duo
Tyler
that
can
we got.
block, man.
Oh, he don't care. He's a
Yeah, he don't care. Yeah.
former linebacker. He's sticking his nose in anything. He don't
Yeah.
give a shit. So yeah, that's my underrated. So overrated. It's kind of, I guess, we got an email, Mike, and I didn't share it at the beginning of the show because it kind of fits into the overrated part of the show.
Okay.
And it's a different email. So, and by the way, whoever this was, because he didn't sign it, email at atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. If you ever want to email us a comment or anything at all, feel free. We'll read it out on the show. John, Mike, love the show. I've been listening for a while, but you guys, and understand the criticisms you guys have about the team, but do you realize your criticisms will not change anything? Didn't sign the email, and I just want to tell you, buddy, we are 100% aware that our criticisms won't change a damn thing with the team, but we have a podcast to do,
Hmm.
and so we have to talk about the team,
Hmm.
and sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. If we criticize players for their play, okay, you don't have to. This goes back to what we were just talking about. You ain't gotta like it, man. Like,
Hmm.
I listen to podcasts all the time that I don't agree with shit that was just said, but I'm not
Hmm.
going to stop listening to the podcast 'cause I didn't agree with it.
Hmm.
So yeah, 100% aware of that, buddy. But we just have to. We're gonna, like Jolt said earlier, one of the reasons he watches us and listens to us is because we call it like we see it. That's what we're gonna do. We're fans, man. We're fans of the team. We're gonna. I mean,
Hmm.
are we gonna overreact sometimes? Absolutely.
Hmm.
Are we gonna like call out a player and then he comes back and balls out? Absolutely. Are we gonna give that player props? Hell yeah, we are.
Hmm.
Because we're not gonna hide behind whatever we say on this podcast. I can
Hmm.
tell you that 100%.
Yeah.
So I guess overrated would be. I don't even know how would you even phrase that, Mike?
I just would
You know
say
what I'm saying,
no, no, no.
but
I do know what you're saying.
but
What
then
I
not
would,
sign, but then not sign the email. What? Just sign it.
yeah,
Yeah,
sign the email. Put an address on.
put a name
No,
on it.
hey man,
That's cool.
nah, yeah, it's cool. I would say this
Oh,
in
and by the way,
response.
thank you for listening. We 100% love it, and don't stop. I mean,
Yeah,
but I mean, that's I just hopefully you understand my answer. Hopefully that makes sense
yeah.
to you.
My answer is that your criticisms will also go unheard, sir. Like, I don't give a shit about your criticisms. You see how that works? Like, nah, man. Listen, man, we got to do a podcast. The Falcons have deserved criticism in the first few weeks. Even if you're a fan, like I'm a fan, buddy. Like, they deserve to get dragged a few. This was the first complete game, like
Oh
everybody's
yeah,
saying. So they deserve whatever criticism we gave them. Um, and we can't be. I'm not gonna always. I'm very, very positive person, and I'm optimistic, but I also have vision. So I'm never gonna, when they suck, they suck. When they dropping passes, they drop passes. So it's not that. And to be honest, sir, what we do on the show 100% of the time happens. What I say or
It
what
really
John say
does.
is we've never missed. So you can't really say that. You don't ever know. And the Falcons like our tweets that several times now. The actual Falcons have locked our tweets. The Falcons wish me happy birthday, sir. You don't know my life. You don't know. You know, they love us too. So you never know if they listening, buddy.
But
So
no,
that's it.
yeah,
But we
but yeah,
love you for listening, buddy.
yeah, for real. I mean, thanks for the email, I guess. Thanks for listening. Of course, I just didn't really get the point of it. I mean, like,
But are you happy today? Now, please tell me he sent that. He didn't send that today, did he?
no, it was like 2 days ago.
Okay, good. I
Yeah,
was because we
yeah,
got bigger things to talk about today, buddy. Yeah,
yeah. I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay. I mean, but I mean, I assume that's why you listen to other.
yeah.
That's why you listen in the first place, right? You want to get opinions. That's why you
Mm,
listen. You want to be entertained, get some opinions, get some information. I mean, we do a little bit of all of that. So
mm.
it's all good. But so I guess maybe overrated would be I don't know, like being if you're going to criticize or say something, like put your name on it.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
put your name
yeah.
on it.
Being anonymous. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Being
signed
yeah.
anonymous. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Um,
we love you regardless, buddy.
that's right. That's right.
We
All right,
gotta
man.
win today. I'm not we gotta win. I love it. We
No,
should all be
absolutely.
happy as Falcon fans. I'm not fighting a Falcon. I'm letting Falcon fans over in traffic. I'm not
Hey,
and I
you know
bought
what's
your
funny
bill when I
too?
see you.
You know what's funny too is like, Arthur takes a lot. He's taken a lot of hate like over these first
Hmm.
2 seasons. And all those folks are kind of quiet now. They're either kind of quiet or they're coming around saying, you know what, he's earning my respect now, and he's earned. So if you're not down with Arthur yet, man, I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can't see what's happening on the field, in the locker room with this team, how they've all bought in, and how they're flying around on defense, making plays. When they're getting subbed, I mean the guys that are subbing other guys out, they're playing just as well, playing to that level. I mean, I just don't know what to tell you, man. I just it's obvious for everyone that's got eyes. I mean, like this, it's going to be we're building something special, man. We really are. I think Fontenot and Smith, with what they've done in a short time here, cleaning house, setting up a new culture, bringing in the players that fit that culture, that fit the mold that they want to be. Like Mike said earlier, the team takes the form of their coach. I mean, it's just obvious, man, and it's just so exciting. It's so like I almost sleep so good tonight. I mean,
Oh man.
I mean, y'all think it's silly. I mean, that's fine, but I mean, we're just gonna keep on loving it and not giving a damn.
John
So,
had a drink and a cigar. He put it on Twitter. Yeah.
oh hell
Uh
yeah,
yeah, you have to, man. Like I said, man, everybody all week, when you listen to this, no matter if you play this tonight, if y'all on a live stream tonight, if you listen to this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you listen to this, you celebrate. You do something, you do something right now to celebrate your team, man. I don't care what it is. If whatever it is, whatever you do,
yep,
but we all deserve this, man, because we ride or die. We hung in there, we believed, and now, like I said, our investment looked like it's starting to pay off.
oh yeah, oh yeah. It's only gonna get better too, man. It's only
Yep.
gonna get better. So we will be back on Thursday for the preview show for the Bengals coming up. Our guest will be Big Low Country.
Big
I cannot
low.
wait to get him on the show. The guy's
Yep.
awesome. He's got a great YouTube page. He's funny as hell. He knows his shit inside and out. So it's gonna be great to get him on here. We can talk about this game with him a little bit, just to
Yeah.
get his viewpoints on it. I'm sure he's gonna be happy as we are, and I'm sure we'll see some more. And obviously by then we'll know the injury report. We'll know who's looking good, who isn't for the upcoming week. So we'll get into that and any other stories that come up between now and then. I'm sure there'll be of course, the coaches do their press conferences. I can't wait. Did they talk to Dean and Dave Ragone both to see what what they thought about the offense and defensive performance today.
Mhm.
So a lot of stuff to look forward to this week. And again, man, we're on the. Y'all make sure y'all check out if you're fans of anybody else, any other teams, whether it be hockey or soccer or baseball. Check out the Variety Sports Network. Check out all the other shows they got on there, man. They're full of just fantastic shows that cover pretty much every sport and a lot of teams. And we just the network keeps growing. So check them out. And hopefully you'll find another podcast that's almost as good as ours.
Almost, because out of your Falcon mind is the one. Y'all know we the one, man. So keep
Oh,
coming back, man. We love I love the fact that y'all came to celebrate with us today, man.
it's
This is
great.
awesome. And yeah, I wish we could have everybody on the podcast at once, but this was awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean we understand. I mean we do the live streams. We know everybody's got their own lives. Everybody's
Yeah,
got their own schedule. So it's cool if nobody, not a lot of people can join. But if you can, and two, I mean, it's not like we have a set schedule that we just set
yeah,
like okay every week we're going to do. Now we probably will be with the preview show. To be honest, we can pretty much
yeah,
say every
yeah,
Thursday at 7 o'clock.
yep.
That's going to be us. So if y'all want to set your reminders or whatever you want to do, if y'all want to watch us live, our preview show will be every Thursday at 7 p.m., barring any type of crazy schedule
Mm-hmm.
change between Mike and I. But that's pretty much what it's going to be. And then, of course, the recap games. Just so happened that today worked out great. Next Sunday, my son's got a baseball tournament, so that's probably going to be a Monday or Tuesday show.
I'm glad we did this
So
today, John.
me too, man. I was so
I
happy.
get my emotion because I'm
just-
it self feel good, man. I
just-
wouldn't want to wait till tomorrow.
no, I want to talk
Yeah.
about. I was like when I texted you, I was like,
Yeah,
if you can't do
let's
today,
go.
tomorrow, but listen, I was just hoping for today because
It just feel good.
I really want to talk about it, man. And I'm sure my wife and my kids probably sick of me talking to them about it over and over and over again. So, but they were a lot more happy today with me watching the game than they were yesterday with me watching the game.
Right,
So
right.
It worked out better.
Yep.
So anyway, like Mike said, thanks to everybody who joined us tonight and commented and joining the conversation. Encourage anybody listening or watching to do the same anytime we do these live shows, which is pretty much every time now because it's just fun for us to
It's
do.
fun.
We enjoy it. So you guys have a great start to your week. I know we will because we won today in just ridiculous fashion. And we'll be back Thursday to preview the Bengals with Bigelow Country. Thank you guys again. Much love.
Hey, Kyle Shanahan, have a great flight home, buddy. Out of your Falcon mind. Peace.